Hey everybody, Mike here in the BFH garage. I have a 2015 JK here. The problem we're having today is that while the windshield wipers work, the windshield washer fluid pump does not. So they're driving down the road. We just had a lot of recent snow. They're getting a lot of that kickback from other cars, and their windshield wipers can't keep up without the fluid. So what we're going to do is we're going to change out that pump and get them back on the road. No problem. First thing I always do with this is check the fuse though to make sure that the fuse isn't blown, and that's make sure that that's not the culprit. But the pump change is real easy. Let me show you how to do it. As we're looking at this, you have your washer fluid reservoir right here. You have your ECM right here. These two electrical connections here go to that ECM. And right down in the middle here is going to be the location of that windshield washer pump. So we need to get down there to that pump to get that removed. A lot of people talk about pulling these wires out, breaking them away from the ECM so you can get to that. It does give you a little bit more room. I don't know that it's required, but for the purposes of today, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect those and pull them off. That way you could see all the way down in there and what we got to do. So I'm going to first go disconnect the battery. With the battery disconnected now, we can remove the two wiring harnesses from the ECM. But before I do that, I want to reach down in here and pull the wiring for the pump itself, because it's attached to this wire right here. So now I can pull up that lever, wiggle this back. This part of the wiring harness can come back and just sit right here. This one, I need to pop up that Christmas tree before I do anything. Get that out of there, and then I can remove this wiring harness out of the way as well. So now with both of these out of the way, we have direct access to our pump right here. As we come into it, we have the pump right here. And we have these two hoses, one on each side of that T there, that we need to pop off in order to get that pump out of there. The pump should pull straight back. You have a little, you see that round thing with the slot in it. That's just kind of like a clip. You pull that pump straight back and everything pops out right there. Fairly straightforward. You can see here, this pump will move back and forth as you're trying to do it. So the best option might be to pop the pump out, raise it up so you can hold the pump while you try to remove the connections there. As you do this, you're going to have windshield wiper fluid going all over the floor, and that's fine. That's going to happen. But as you can see, it certainly makes it easier here to get to these connections and disconnect them. So that pops off right there. One hose just dropped in there, so I'll have to go fetch that. But as you can see here, you have a filter. I got to look at my new one and see if I need to replace the filter or not. I'm not sure on that. Just as I suspected, this popped off. The old one goes onto this one, so this will be part of it when we put it back down into the location. So next thing we need to do is get your connections that we had just disconnected. I'm going to pull this filter off first because it's kind of loose. I don't want it to fall in. We're going to make our connections for the pump. So now that the connections are made, going to connect the filter, and we are just going to slide that right back down into the hole that it came. Now the new pump does not have that tab right there that helps to hold it in. So right now it's going to be kind of free flowing there. I'm not sure I like that. I'm going to take a closer look at that. But before I do anything, I want to get everything connected back up, reconnect the wiring, and make sure that the pump was in fact bad. So next thing I got to do, reconnect all my wiring. Real simple job, as you can see. We're going to put the connection to the wire right here. And this one's backwards, but it works. And that wiring will help to keep it in place too, but I'm still not a fan of not having that connection that goes there. So I may opt to use a zip tie or something to secure that. So now that everything is done there, I'm going to go connect the battery and we're going to test this out. As you can see, that's a really easy one to do. So I hope this video helped you out. We'll see you on the next one.